tried a good Peruvian food for lunch today. It was crazy.
The ají sauce.
I have a list of like restaurants I want to hit.
This is classic. It's like 3/4 of the people like way back there blocked. You know, it's like I haven't had too much of the restaurants in this area because I figured that it was all going to be commercial.
It was very touristy.
But I go to the market, and that was delicious.
Shall we go to market today?
Yeah. Hopefully they have tamales.
I want the jugos as well.
Yes.
Jugo de naranja, something like that.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sounds cool.
Naranja and plantanos.
Did you?
Fresh.
Did you go to the Canyon de Cacao?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Do you plan to?
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if it's good or not.
Condors. You know what condors are? They're these like eagle-like birds that have like 20-foot wingspans.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be amazing.
I might go like maybe the day after tomorrow for 2 days. I haven't decided yet, but I heard it's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm here. Okay, chicos. First of all, I would like to know where are you coming from? Australia. Holland.
Poland. Boston.
Hawaii.
Australia.
Denmark.
California.
California.
I think that's too big.
Okay, chicos. Now my name is Johan. I'm gonna be your guide. Now, first of all, as I tell you today, there are two important things happening in the Plaza de Armas, and these two important things are gonna finish here. But one is gonna be tonight, 8:30 p.m. A new mobile company is gonna organize a firework show with music, free in the plaza. That's why they put all these things here. 8:30 p.m. tonight. Okay. So if you want, you can find a restaurant or somewhere because that's why they are installing that, or simply you just can pass by and here stay. The second thing is that you see these balloons in these places, in these travel agencies, is because today is the day of the tourism, so it's our day. So that's why that they are organizing like a small parade.
Perfect.
It's gonna be a small parade coming until the city from another part, and of course they are dancing and doing all that. That's normal. That happens all the time in Arequipa. Several activities, and why in Plaza de Armas? Because it's the place where everything started in the city. Here they founded the city in 1540, but Spaniards they never wanted to found a big city here. We were not supposed to exist. They founded a city in the coast, and they said, okay, from here we control all this big region. The problem is most of the year was cloudy and with mosquitoes in the coast. These important families were not happy, so that's why they listened. About 50 families, lower middle class from Spain, so they were not allowed to found a city living here. But they were living 6 blocks from here in a neighborhood like southern Spain, because these cities, with the streets like a grid, like a church checkerboard, were only authorized by important people. Normal Spaniards, lower middle class were not allowed to do that. That's why the other ones, less than a year after, they moved from Camaná to Arequipa. And thanks to the weather and the landscape from this place, they moved to the city, and then we exist, because we were supposed not to exist like a city. Now we are the second biggest city of Peru. Lima, 10 million people, Arequipa only 1. Peru, 30. That's why there's a big difference between the first city and all the cities in Peru. You know what, guys? When you go there, economy is too concentrated in the main capital. By the way, Plaza de Armas, it was the most important place for everything. And always, if you see here, there's a big church where you can see in these places. Why you see something unique from the cathedral? If you take a look at the cathedral, turn around, guys, and you look at the cathedral, there's something very unusual of the cathedral. Looks bigger than any other one in Peru, right? But it's not. In Arequipa, they decided to be original in the large reconstruction. They didn't have enough money for a big cathedral, but you know what they did? they did something totally different because all cathedrals, they have a main facade facing Plaza de Armas. In Arequipa is the side facade, but looks like the main facade. There's no main door here. Here should be the main, if we are talking like the main altar over there at the end, the entrance should be here for a cathedral. It's not. They did it in Arequipa different. I mean, churches is different, but cathedrals in Peru, always main facade Plaza de Armas, not here. Clever idea because it looks bigger, but when tourists enter, wow, it's small. Doesn't matter anymore, because what they remember is what they see here. I recommend you to go after, because if you enter on the left side, is the second biggest musical organ from South America made in Belgium. The music is so nice that even the wildest person becomes an angel. If you are crazy, wild boyfriend, girlfriend, or a friend, if they listen to music, they will be different. But you are lucky. Today, 5 p.m., they play for free, for 1 hour. You can take her today. And she will be different after this.
I will do that.
Also, there's a nice and unique carving in this cathedral. A family from France, a family from Arequipa paid in France a carving of a pulpit, you know, where the priest used to preach. But the thing is, like, in the upper part, he carved the Holy Spirit as the heaven, normal. In the central part, Jesus as the earth, normal. But in the lower part, and remember this, you can see representations of Lucifer, the devil, inside a church or a holy building, but never that big like in Arequipa. In Arequipa, they did a carving like this. Big wings, a big tail, and the body and the horns like this. You see Lucifer, but never that big. Only in Arequipa. People were shocked. Because why? You are not supposed to show unholy things that big, because they should be. That's something that you really don't notice or you don't care. People didn't want it, but it was such a lovely carving, they decided to keep Lucifer until today. That's why tourists, when they go, they don't take pictures of the heaven or the earth, they take more pictures of the hell. So that's strange. And you know what? This is considered one of the most beautiful plazas from South America. First, this idea from the cathedral, symmetrical, also with symmetrical arches everywhere. And with a nice park that, since 19th century, Central Market was moved 4 blocks from here because a convent collapsed, and in the empty space, they decided to put this new market over there. I recommend you, after the trip, if you want, you can take and explore the market. Finally, guys, there's a flower that is the national flower of Peru. Have you heard about the national flower of Peru? You know which one is it?
Is that San Camilo?
No, look at this one. Take a look. Here, go. Can you see those red flowers? Behind the figure, that's this nice red flower facing down. That's the national flower of Peru, and the Inca flower, Cantuta. Cantuta, that's the national flower of Peru, no? That's what I tell you. And then, why I tell you this, because when we are doing the tour in architecture, you will see represented this flower, as I'm explaining. And the most important symbol of the Plaza de Armas from here is every city has a symbol. What's the oldest of the city is that figurine crowned in the plaza. It's a man with a trumpet. So they had a practical name for this man, El Tuturutu. Because when he plays the trumpet, the sound would be tuturutu. That's why El Tuturutu, no? Very easy, guys. Now, remember, 8:30 p.m. tonight, fireworks shows organized by a mobile phone, free entrance here in the plaza. If you want, you can just pass by. Otherwise, if you see the fireworks, you can go and sit somewhere and find a good space for the show. But now we're going to go to a neighborhood that looks different than this Plaza de Armas, because in this neighborhood, they had a place for travelers, and this was the end of Arequipa in colonial time. Okay, chicos, vamos por acá.
Yeah. I didn't catch any of this before today.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm more thrilled about your company than to it.
Aww. Here, 当便当。
Alpaca.
Ah, okay.
That's super goofy. Too adorable.
They have 2 llamas across the river. They're just sitting there in the field. Yeah.
I heard like in Cusco and especially Machu Picchu, you see llamas everywhere, and They just landed to you to take photos.
Yeah, and then they were posing for me and stuff. It was awesome. They're sacred.
They're like super adorable, like super goofy look.
What a llama.
But they're super smart though. I remember like in the US, someday in December, it's a National Alpaca Day. I went to our alpaca farm in New England area.
Did you ever go to Maine?
Yeah. Lobster.
Yeah.
And lobster and also Acadia National Park.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous place. I used to sail around like Penobscot Bay, Kittery, and all over Bangor and Acadia. Love it.
Here we go.
I'm hearing tamales.
How big is that? Like, it's like pretty small, right?
It's like
Kudos.
the size of that bottle. It is flat.
That's pretty big.
Those sodas.
The soda is.
Yeah, I like my point.
I really like the city. It's very neat, especially this area. I don't know if it was very touristy or something. The whole layout is very beautiful. If there was a lot of other like Latin American countries.
No, the whole city has like this really nice Spanish vibe to it.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous streets.
I've never been to Spain. I really want to go.
One of these days.
Yeah. Learn some Spanish. Get drunk in Barcelona. Tapas. Vino.
Do you respond? I had a cousin who had a bad experience in Spain.
This is really good. This is a cactus fruit. There are a lot in California when I was there. That's so much.
That's different from a dragon.
No, it's different.
Yeah, I go to the country and go on hikes and stuff in Australia once a month. Once every 2 months, maybe in winter.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna show us the biggest supermarket here. It's like the Peruvian Walmart.
Camping.
Peruvian what?
Peruvian Walmart.
Walmart. Oh, that's what he's gonna do now?
Maybe. I mean, that's where we're heading that way.
Peruvian Walmart.
So, I asked for a bag. The hostel like scoured all of Arequipa. And no facts. They don't exist in this country. It's heartbroken. Sometimes they have like people who stand in the middle of the street and do like a street performance. You know, while everybody's at a stoplight. It's pretty cool. I saw this girl yesterday had food, but she was really good at it. Like really, really good. Oh, wow.
I like small street like this. It feels real.
There's another one that way, and it's just it has like a movie feel. A really nice grade sweeping up, and the curves is like just amazing photography opportunity.
Ooh. Let me go. Sounds like my place.
I mean, your camera would just go off.
Yes. It's cool with me.
Our last 2 days are in.
Right? The vintage. They seem like they drive crazy here, but they're really honest.
Oh, is that bachata?
I have no idea what that is.
Because I dance bachata.
Oh.
It's really fun. I love dancing.
For you, I guess.
This is the neighborhood. San Pedro del Solar, 2.5 blocks from Arequipa. The classical design from streets like a chess checkerboard grid. The reason was simple. This place, as it was a cliff, it was the end of the city and the river, so no more families were living in this side. But then they started to use this as a lodge and or hostel for travelers and merchants. But it was a system that in Peru existed a long time ago. When we finally had big settlements in Peru, these people require more products to, in general, keep happy, and normally people were having almost different things as food or products to dress, and then they were having vertical control. That means if you live at 4,000 meters, control areas in different altitudes. So you send the merchants, they trade, they go back, and everybody's happy. Of course, traveling in Peru is hard, freezing pampas, and not all the time you will find a village to get water and food. Plus, if you get to a village, they travel with a lot of llamas. Llamas carry in long distances, only 20 kilos. So you need to take a lot of llamas. And in the villages, were not enough, they didn't have enough space for all these animals. That's why you were in the middle of nowhere, you need a place to sleep. If you're arriving a village, you need a place to sleep, but around the village. And that's why that these natives created this tampu. Tampu was the place where they could get shelter, water, food for themselves and the llamas. Incas afterwards continued with the system, and they named that also tampu, but in colonial times the name changed to tampo. Spaniards also use it. Every 25 to 40 kilometers for one reason, very simple. If it's a flat area, I'm going to go more kilometers with the llamas. So I will need the next hostel at 40 kilometers. But if I'm going to the mountains, I'm going to go slow because it's difficult. And then I will need the next one 25 kilometers. That's why the distance depends on the geography and difficulty. As I told you, these travelers never enter in the city, at least in big groups. They will enter with few animals, maybe to leave something, but in big groups never, because that was the urban area. And that's why that here, little by little, they have this hostel for travelers. If you take a picture, for example, from these nice places, take a look, take a picture of these nice places, and you show it to your friends, they won't believe it's so close to Plaza de Armas, this nice neighborhood here. We are lucky there are no cars today, because from here you get a picture. But I tell you, this place today, families are living here, in some of these neighborhoods, they were overcrowded, because they were having a lot of children, and some of these areas, they were rented. And then, before there were too many children per family. Today it's 3.5 in Peru. There's a big reduction, especially during the 90s with Fujimori government, because he applied a very aggressive birth control techniques, no? Operations to people in the Andes, and also like giving condoms all over, and other pills and different things. Today this place is nice and quiet, where people like that guy over there can listen to the music, relax. That guy, no, eating the banana, or everybody having a relaxing time here, because the place, not many people come here. Not many cars are passing by. We're going to enter to one of these other settlements, and then we go to the oldest bridge of the city, where we will see the 3 volcanoes. We can see already one from here. With the one with the snow, that I will show you even better from there. That's the Chachani, 6,075 meters over sea level. The name of Chachani derives from the native words dress on white, used to keep a white layer of snow all year long, not anymore. But there's still some snow there. In South America, it's considered a volcano over 6,000 meters with less difficulty for hiking. I mean, you have more chances to get to this summit than any other 6,000 in South America. But remember, arrive over 6,000 meters is not a piece of cake. It's difficult. Now, let's go over here and you can take a better look from here. It's nice and quiet area. And the reason why the hostels were here is because the street over there, that was the most important street to enter Arequipa in the colonial time. The oldest and most important bridge and street. The ones we're gonna go back after to the Plaza de Armas. You see, there's a nice place. And when you come, a lot of people, they like to come here, makes nice pictures, you can pose there, etc. Nice area, relaxing area. No? But as I tell you, really unusual. You can walk around the streets of Arequipa, but just 2 blocks and a half, you find something totally different.
Yes, okay.
Chicos, as there are no cars, I'm gonna get a picture from you for the Facebook, okay? So you go there, chicos. But just look at me like you know me, not like a people that you are just waving a guy you have no idea.
Appreciate it.
You wave your hand. So that looks like I'm taking a picture for you, I have no idea. Chicos, you can go there also because. Yeah, if I take a picture like that, it's like you're running into a person you don't know. Try to look happy or at least move the hand. I don't mean move the hand. See, okay, 1, 2, Okay, we can enter in that door. That door on the right. Enter, guys, because that's a nice picture from there. From there you will find another nice alley. The door on the right. We're gonna go that way. But once you enter, you will find a nice place for pictures over there also. Look at here. Yeah.
They said it's called the White City.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yes.
It's all the white stones.
That's what I read about, yeah.
I was talking to one of the local boys. It's like, yeah, it's called the White City because everybody here's like, yeah.
Resist.
That's Chachani. Take a look. That's the one I was talking about. Chachani.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Have you ever been at Chachani?
Visitor?
Have you? Have you
Yes,
been?
yes. 1 2 days in the tour. By the way, I don't recommend travel agencies, but I did it, but it's nice. But it's exhausting. But once you do it, all the suffering is worth it.
Yeah.
As long as you get to the summit.
So a 2-day tour?
Today.
2 days to the top.
Yeah. Second day you are coming back in Arequipa at 3 p.m.
What?
Let's do it. We get seriously sick. That's really
That's really high up.
You can snowboard it sometimes.
So close to the city, keep down for people. So they moved that far away. And then that's a memorial page that reminds us that because they put the word Tambo, Jose, and Matadero, slaughterhouse, right at the end. Unusual name for this place. No, hostel of a slaughterhouse, something very strange.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go there, and the main celebration there is the cross. In general here, Catholic celebration